Hey you guys, welcome back to another Miseducated Rambler video. My name is Pulani Dube, but YouTube prefers to call me Miseducated Rambler because I am educated in that I have a degree in nursing. And so I come here and I share information that I gathered from nursing school. And I also have a series where I ramble. I talk about random things that I might be going through, experiencing, some ideas that might be going on in my head for the fun of it, honestly. And so, thank you for tuning in. Please stay tuned because I have a good one for you today. So, in today's video, I will be teaching you how to provide first aid to a person that is currently having a seizure. What is the role that you have to play? Okay, so what do you think you have to do? Like, should you scream at the top of your lungs and go call your neighbors? Should you maybe hug that person tight? Maybe the seizure will stop. Yeah, let's straighten and iron things out together. Now, first of all, I know how scary it can be to see someone in such a state as when they're having a seizure. So, my encouragement is that don't panic, take charge, and after this video, you will know exactly what you need to do. So, yeah, please just don't panic, okay? So, the first step I like to call the double C, which is cushion and clear. Okay, so when you notice that this person is getting into a seizure, you have to ease them down to the ground in a lying position, right? And you place something soft behind their head. So maybe you're not home and you don't have access to cushions or blankets. You can use whatever you're wearing, a jacket, just also when you're in public, there are a lot of people, they just ask for a jacket. Just make sure that their head is supported by something soft, okay, so that they don't injure themselves. And also clear, right? Clear is make sure there are no objects surrounding this person. Sometimes they could maybe grab and squeeze onto something, or they could roll onto something that could injure them. So make sure that their surrounding is clear. The second step is to time the person. Okay, once they're on the ground, start timing them, see how long the seizure lasts. So if you watch the previous video, you would know that a typical seizure lasts between 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, and then an emergency situation is when now the seizure is lasting more than 5 minutes. So you would have to call the ambulance, which is why it's important for you to time that particular seizure. The third thing is make sure you stay with this person until they recover. Do not leave them alone, okay? They are going to need you for when they now wake up. They need you to be there. So after the seizure is over, you are going to place the person in the recovery position, okay? This is when they are lying on their side. I will place the picture on the screen. This is to ensure that their airway is clear, because remember, once the jerking has stopped, once that whole muscle contraction has stopped, the body relaxes and the tongue also relaxes, and it can fall to the back of the throat and suffocate them. They have difficulty breathing and it can become a whole other story. So ensure that you place them in this position, okay? And note that the priorities can change. So before the jerking stops, you can find that you need to put them in the recovery position because they might have vomited, or they might have food in their mouth. And so you don't want to leave them in this facing up position because they could choke on their own vomit, their own food. So you would have to place them in the recovery position immediately. One thing that tends to happen with a person that's just had a seizure is they can immediately fall asleep because with all that work, the muscle contraction, it's just like having a workout. So they get very, very, very tired after the seizure. So they can immediately fall asleep. So it's up to you to now what? Don't disturb them. Don't try to wake them up. Let them be. What you should do is check if they are breathing. Check if they're having a rhythmic breathing pattern. Okay. Remember that you call the ambulance when you notice that this person is struggling to breathe. They're not able to respond to you. They're not conscious. So when someone is asleep, you are able to shake them and they do something, like they maybe shove you off, right? Or they wake up but then they immediately go back. So those are the type of things that you should look out for, but do not disturb them when they fall into this sleeping spell. Okay, the sleeping spell is actually called postictal stage in medical terms. It's called postictal phase. Ictal is a Latin word from which is ictus, meaning a seizure. Okay, so that's a little tidbit for you to learn. So you might find yourself in a unique situation where it's someone that you don't know at all. It's a stranger, it's something that just happened in public there by Rail Park, for example. Um, and so what you have to do immediately is to call the ambulance because you don't know this person, right? I think for that situation, the ambulance should have long been called once you've placed the person onto the ground, you've placed something soft under their head, call the ambulance because you don't know this person. Okay? Once this person is calming down, once they are maybe waking up from the post-ictal phase, it is important to calmly reassure them, talk to them, let them know that they are fine, that they are safe. And in the case of maybe an ambulance is coming, let them know, hey, you're good. The ambulance is on the way, right? The things that they say in the movies. Say it, but always make sure that you are calm in how you're saying it. Okay, don't sound panicked also, because you should know that this person has just experienced this, right? Their brain has been fuzzy and they're just coming to, and they are disoriented. They don't know most of the time where they are. They're just confused. They're tired. So yeah, just be that calming voice for them. So before I close out the video, I just thought I would answer some questions that I actually used to have, my own questions. I used to have questions as a child when I would see someone have a seizure in the movie, watching them stiffen up and shake in the way that they would. I would wonder, is this person in pain? Can they hear people when they talk to them? So the answer to those two questions is that with pain and with hearing, it really does depend on the type of seizure that they are having. Okay, so there's the tonic clonic seizure, which is the one that you would know of, the one where they stiffen, where they lose consciousness. With that one, they can't hear you, they're not aware, they're not able to process what you are saying. Okay. And then there's other types of seizures where they are aware, they can hear you, and yeah, and they can feel. Um, that is why, honestly, it's important to always be talking to the person that is having a seizure, no matter what type of seizure they're going through, because you really never know um, what they're able to hear, what they're able to feel. So yeah, that was just a little something for you guys. Anyway, thank you for reaching the end of this video. Thank you for watching. To my loyal viewers, thank you. I love you so much. I won't say the number this time. Okay. Thank you. Stay tuned for other videos to come. I will have a ramble session very soon. Bye.